What's going on YouTube? This is What Would Josh Do, and I have an unboxing of a new dash cam. Now I've been using a dash cam in my car for quite a while, ever since I did my first dash cam video, and I was getting my car fixed and I took it out of my car and I didn't put it back in for a couple months. And while we're driving to my daughter's appointment, this SUV is in a turn only, and he decides I should be going straight, not turning. So he gets over immediately, like a sudden lane change at 60 something miles an hour, and he would have hit this car, but the car swerved to avoid the SUV smashing into them, and they ended up boom right into the freaking sidewall thing, and it all happened so fast. My details were not very good. Needless to say, I really wish I would have had a dash cam in my car at that time. That day I went home and got my dash cam and put it in my car. This is a high quality model. This is a better model. So I'm definitely excited to try this one out and see how good it performs. This is a brand new release. The company reached out to me on my email address that I had posted on my banner, and they asked me if I'd like to review this camera. And it is beyond 1080p. It's 2K resolution, so I was like, why the heck not? So Super HD 1296p H.264 supports a 64 gig card, which is freaking awesome. I definitely like that because it supports cards that are big. I mean, it records in high quality, so it should record. It should take higher SD cards, like bigger SD cards. It does have a G sensor to tell you, like, if you've been in an accident, it can record the video that it last saved. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. I will provide some dash cam footage once I've had a little bit of time to play with it. This video will not go live the same day I got the product. I will wait a couple days to post this once I've had some time to play with it. And again, I'll record some sample footage so you can see what it's like. I'll even record some sample footage at night to show you what it's like at night and what it's like during the day. So hopefully give you a good idea. Let's go ahead and open it up. Attention, please read carefully before using the device. Yeah, right, that's going to happen. Thank you, Vantrue. And then you've got some more stuff in here. See the truth, user manual. If you get lost or don't know how to do something, you can flip through here and check it out. And now we have the little dash cam. Look at that. That just looks awesome. I'm definitely liking the way this looks and feels. So it's got a screen protector. That's a big screen. Mine is a little square screen. This one's a big wide screen. That is very nice. Some tactile buttons. I'll let you hear them. Very nice feedback. It just mounts up to a little dock that should be in there. And then you've got a button here for power, and then a screenshot button or like a picture button. And then you got the SD card here on the side. I did watch a video of the old one, and the old one, people were talking about how the SD card is a little bit hard to remove. I haven't seen a video on this version because this just freaking came out. So there's the micro SD card there on the side. That's freaking awesome. All right, let's go ahead and see what else is in the box. All right, we've got a suction mount, and the cool thing about this is it kind of mounts in here like one of these different ways. It goes in there. It goes in there some way like that, and then the charging cable is actually right here, so it's hidden and out of the way, and it's not hanging from the side of this thing, which is awesome. That is just pure awesomeness. And then you got your little suction mount there. In here you've got a USB to mini USB, so not micro USB. Definitely would have preferred to see micro USB since, you know, you're charging your phone in your car off a micro USB. It'd been pretty cool to see micro USB instead, but it is what it is. They include a mini HDMI to full size, or mini, that's mini. Mini HDMI to full size HDMI. So they include the cable to view the footage that's on the SD card on your TV, which is awesome. Very awesome. And then you have the power cord. Now I'm a little excited because they opted to give you that right there. So my car only has one little like socket. I can plug this in and I can still hook my USB cable up to that and charge my phone. That is awesome. That is a very, very good look. And this cable looks like it's got quite some distance. Some people run this through their like panels and stuff, so it's definitely nice to have that longer cable, but that is really long. All right, let's go ahead and power this thing up. All right, so we have this 64 gig high-speed card that Kingston was kind enough to send us out several months ago, and this is a very high-speed card, 95 megabytes per second. It is 64 gig. It is formatted at exFAT at the moment, so I'm not sure if it's going to accept that or want us to change the format that it's in. It looks like that's in there pretty secure, so let's go ahead and put the SD card here in the side, and it goes in this way right here. So just remember that the like data parts right here, the connectors, will be facing towards you when you put it in. So let's put that big card in there. And then we've got this little jump starter that Anchor sent us a little while back also. So I'm going to go ahead and just hook this up. Little light turns blue. And then we're going to take the cable here and put it into the top here. Remember, it doesn't go in the actual device. It goes in the little thing. All right. Should turn on here momentarily. The little red light's on. Okay. Very cool. It records the moment it kicks on, which is nice. I think you have to hit OK. And then once you do that, you can go in here and change the like options. We'll press resolution, and you can change it to 1080p or the higher quality one, or 60 frames per second. That's pretty cool. But let's go ahead and choose the higher quality one. We'll hit OK. Video quality, normal, fine, super fine. Loop recording, 5 minutes. I like 5 minutes. That sounds like it's the perfect time. Parking monitor, not sure. The G sensor, WDR, mic on, stamp, date and time. GPS stamp. I wonder if you can somehow get GPS to work on there. Date and time stamp. Contrast, sharpness, white balance, EV settings, power off delay. Can we make it higher? So unfortunately, 30 seconds is the highest. I would like, say you're going to knock on someone's door and you just turn your car off. It'd be nice if it stayed on for a couple minutes so that it continued to record. That'd be pretty cool, but I mean, 30 seconds is better than nothing. And I'm thinking this one will go back up. There we go. So we can do system settings, language, time setup, car number set, auto LCD off, 3 minutes. I actually want to make that a little bit better. So 30 seconds. Non-use auto power off, 3 minutes. Let's do 5 minutes. Sound. Flicker frequency. What's this? Auto, 60 hertz. Okay. TV standard, PAL, NTSC. Format. You can go ahead and format the card. Firmware version tells you right there. And you can go back to default settings. GPS setup. Huh. On. Time calibration. On. GMT setup. Huh. Interesting. So I wonder if it has GPS. I wasn't aware of that. Files. Normal. And then you go through here and you can watch the video. You can hear the little speaker on here. I'm using a directional microphone, so it's not going to be that loud for you guys, but I can hear it on here. And then to get all the way out to the main screen, you probably just keep pressing this button. And if you tap it, it takes you right to the menu. If you hit OK, it'll start recording. This turns the mic on and off. You'll see the little mic icon right there. It'll say, hey, it's not recording audio. And it looks like it is taking that exFAT format just fine. Now it looks like it turns the screen off immediately. Yeah, okay, we'll start recording again. So very cool. And I just noticed there is a little reset button right there, and it says right there, reset. So you can reset it too. All right, so I've had, 3 or 4 days to play with this thing so far, and I want to give you some thoughts on it. I really like it. Those are my thoughts. No, I'm just kidding. One thing I did not notice was that you had this thing right here for a USB port and for an AV connection. So I did not notice that initially. That might be just to grab the footage off of it. I'm not quite sure at the moment. But I do know the way that you slide it on there is really, really cool. I'm a huge fan of how low profile this thing is. It hides completely behind your rearview mirror. You don't even know it's there. A little beady red light flashes every couple seconds, but it's not bright. You have to actually look over your rearview mirror, try to look for it to see it's there. Now, if you have it below your rearview mirror, then you're going to see the little light, of course, but the screen turns off at the set interval, and I'm going to tell you something. I really, really like that. This isn't sticking out like a sore freaking thumb, lighting up, your car because the screen's on at all times. I absolutely love the screen turns off automatically. That is a great feature. Records for an additional 30 seconds once you turn your car off. It's just fantastic. I cannot stress how important a 64 gigabyte card is. I have about 400 megabytes remaining on this at the moment, and it's going to keep overriding the very the oldest footage and write it with new footage. And I can tell you, it does not store footage for very long, meaning you can't go back more than a day or two if you do a lot of driving, because it records 600 megabyte files at a time, and it records many of them, as you can see on the screen now. I cannot stress how important a big card is. And this one goes at about 90 megabytes a second, so I can transfer the footage that this thing recorded to my computer's SSD at about 90 megabytes a second, meaning that 600 megabyte file is done in about 6 or 7 seconds. It is a very, very fast process. I highly recommend getting this card if you're going to get this camera, or a SanDisk Extreme Pro, or something along the lines. I will have links in the description to cards that I recommend, because you definitely do not want to get something that's going to take a long time to transfer those huge 600 megabyte files. That's just waiting that I don't want to do. I have put my old dash cam in my SUV because I drive my car a lot more than my SUV. It gets way better gas mileage. Man, oh man. I honestly am going to try and get a second one of these just because it's so awesome. I'm going to go ahead and put some footage up now of me driving during the day. I muted the audio because the music was playing, and I wanted to show you how this thing records during the day. Now, whoever's driving this car, if you pause it and if you take a screenshot and zoom in, you can read the tags of who that vehicle is. You can see everybody's tags. You can make everything out clearly. It records very well. Now, at night, it's not bad. I wouldn't expect it to somehow magically put a whole lot of light in front of you. It's not bad at all. I don't have very much experience with other dash cams. I'm honestly happy with what I'm seeing. It's not bad, and if something happens, you can make it out. I don't have very much experience with dash cams. I only have one other one, and I would say this one records in low light as good as it could. I really like the idea that I've had a few days to play with this thing before making this video, because this little guy right here is amazing, and I'm going to get a second one for my SUV. It's just awesome. Not quite sure what this is for. If I read user manuals, as you can see, if you record at the highest resolution like I am and using a 64 gig card, you're going to get a total of 6 hours and 36 minutes of footage. Okay, that thing in the front is an IR LED light. Infrared LED light enhances night vision. I will provide a link to this little guy in the description below if you want to purchase one for yourself. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. And please follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you have not done so already. This is What Would Josh Do? And I'm out.